My name is Robert Bockman, and I am an application engineer at RAUKANTEX. What are we going to look at in this video today? We're going to take an edge, a board, and create the perfect design combination. That means we have the surface, and we have the edge. What kind of edge do we have? We have a laser edge, and on the back of the laser edge there's a functional layer applied. And this functional layer is always perfectly colored, especially with bright colors, and matches both the surface and the edge. This creates the zero joint.
Thank you, Robert. My name is Stefan Reiter. Today, I'm responsible for the edge banding machine for demonstrations. It's an interesting topic. I'm glad you're here today. So, why don't you tell us how this works at RAUKANTEX? How do we achieve our zero joint? I'm curious about it. Let's get started.
Then let's get right to it. I'll just grab the roll over here. So, we have the Edgeband, and on the Edgeband the functional layer is applied, which means I don't need any glue anymore. That means I can skip all the glue, and instead I get a roll that I can load in and start right away. What do I need for that? Here, you can see the energy, a specific energy, which is always given in joules per square centimeter. In this case, it says here, 26. I take this value, go to the machine, and set it there. Stefan, so this is the heart of your L-Tronic. Explain to me how it works.
Exactly. This is our so-called NIR module. NIR stands for near-infrared radiation. That is, near-infrared radiation. The good thing is that the wavelengths emitted by these radiators are very close to those of the diode laser, making them perfectly suited to heat up this functional layer on these edges. The unit, or rather the module, is set up here right in front of this groove. The edge is then guided through this groove and precisely heated by this radiator.
So that means the functional layer is activated, pressed onto the edge, and I achieve my zero joint.
Exactly.
I've got one more question.
Yes.
So how do I actually get this device into the machine?
That's a really simple thing. The L-Tronic unit is inserted into the machine at the spot where our GlueJet adhesive application system would normally be, and is firmly connected to the machine using an HSK interface. What we didn't see is that a water cooling system is connected at the back right away to dissipate the fairly high amounts of energy generated, specifically the heat, making it perfectly suited for continuous operation. What I still have to do manually is plug in my electronic connectors here. From this point on, the control system recognizes which unit has been installed in the machine. Now I just need to select the correct edge and press start. We have no heat up time here, and no cool down time. The unit is ready for use immediately.
RAUKANTEX supplies the edge. That's where our specific energy is listed.
Correct.
How do I enter this value into the edge calculator?
Robert, that's really simple. We select the manufacturer. Then, the correct unit is already preset for us. We simply enter the precise value shown on this particular label into this designated window, and then we just press the generate button. And then, I already have the necessary values entered into the edge calculator for the slowest possible feed speed, or, alternatively, the maximum feed speed that I am truly able to run with this specific edge on the machine.
That means I can get started and start producing right away.
Exactly.
Do I have to do this every time, or is there a way to save it somehow?
You can do that. However, we have set up an edge library in the background, where I can basically store all the edges I have in my workshop, including their energy data, and then simply select and activate the edge. That way, the unit knows exactly what it needs to do. The values are transmitted, and now you just have to press start and off you go. Well, I'd be satisfied. That was the shortest setup time. The energy values were entered, the holding force is right, and the joint looks good. What does the expert say about it?
Let's take a look at it under the microscope. If we achieve it like this, we have a perfect zero joint, everything is sealed. That's how we can produce. With that, we've put the edge on the panel and created a perfect zero joint. So all that's left for me to say is thank you very much for the invitation.